Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another JK Deal Reveal. And this time we are coming to you live from the JK Deal Mobile. This is our RV that we have here in Cleveland. It's on one of our job sites right now. So I am in the field, actually, literally in the field. There's a big backyard to this property, and the RV is parked right there. Hi there, Hamid from Toronto. Wonderful. Nice to have you here. So today we are going to feature yet another property that was submitted by one of you. And so we're going to see if this is a deal or no deal following those two golden rules of real estate. Are we buying at a discount and are we buying cash flow? Why would we invest in a different country, in a different state, in a different city if we're not following the golden rules? That's why this deal reveal is here to show you that in a few minutes, you can size up these opportunities really quickly to see if we're far, if we're closer, if we're smack on to get that golden deal. And we do this every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And some of you know this, you're coming back for the 100th time. We have done over 150 episodes like this now. Every week we're on. And so if it's not your first time here, say hi, all right? And thank you, Hamid, for without even prompt saying hi, coming in from Toronto. And if it is your first time here on the Deal Reveal, why don't you type in or shout out hashtag JK. And if you're catching the replay of this, whether it be on YouTube or on Facebook or on the JK, on your personalized JK platform, put in hashtag replay. We're compiling some stats to see where people are coming in from. And hi there, Kip. Hi there, Nancy. I appreciate that. Um, it's really, really awesome. Many of you are already investing in the US, and you're just coming onto this platform to see what is that next hot opportunity that we can help you with. So that's another benefit of our deal reveals. Right, so we'll talk about the Epic Bus Tour a little bit later, and the All You Can Learn Pass is all beautiful things that we have, and the Fast Pass, all these fun things. But let's first make sure you have these two dates on your calendar. If you're in the Greater Toronto area, on June 12th at 6:30, we're going to host a meet and greet. Free. All you need to do is, buy yourself a drink or some food from the restaurant at Schuler's Joe's Sports Grill. We've been there a number of times before. Beautiful venue. And if you're in the Greater Montreal area on July 13th, it's Saturday, we're going to be at Les Trois Brasseurs in Laval. All right, so we got two meet and greets coming up, and we'd love to see you in person. It is limited seating. I mean, we can usually only host about 50 people or so, and I know those tickets are going fast. So if you want to see us or you want to have a chance to shake hands with the deal butler, I'll be there. So, the deal of the week, let's jump right in. This is a deal that was submitted by Rose. And I find this very, very appropriate because I'm actually healing from some poison ivy. I got a pretty bad rash, and I was scratching. I didn't know it was poison ivy until all this happened. So it's really funny how this week's um, submission is from Rose, who's part of the extended JK community, and she has this deal, which is a real deal up for grabs. If anybody is interested, you just send us a message, and we'll put you in contact with a Rose, and off you go to the races. So this time we're going on the west side of Cleveland, right? 4400 West 143rd. So we're pretty far west of west side of Cleveland. If you've been on these deal reveals for a while, you know I've mentioned in the past that if you're west of West 100th, if you're further west, so a bigger number than West 100th, right? You're getting into the nice Cleveland suburb. It's still Cleveland, but the nice far west side. These are nice properties. They hold really good value. The ARVs are going to be higher than like the inner city east side properties, right? So maybe that means there's a little bit less cash flow, but maybe we still have some cash flow and we might still have a good discount at purchase. And so that's what we're going to look at today. We have this property asking 118,000, and we're going to do our quick 5-second lowdown on this to see if this is a deal, deal or no deal. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So start your timer, start your races. If you want to follow along with me, if you've been on this reveal before, this is an opportunity to put your skills to the test. So the very first place we can go is right into Google, type in that address followed by realtor. We're going here because I want to get a sense of what is the value, the ARV, the full market value of this property. That's the first point. If we're going to be buying at a discount, I have to know how much this is worth. And we're in the Bel Air Puritas area, so yeah, very nice. There's no problem with this area, far west. 5 bedroom, 1.5 bath. Okay, single family home built 100 years ago, which is becoming more and more common in the Cleveland market. And here's a fun stat, right? It was sold in 2004 for 127,000. So 20 years later, right? Remember in 2003, 2004, and then 2008, there were crashes that really messed up all the property values. It actually is selling today for below what it was 2004. But in between, there has been some changes. Look at this estimated value right off the hip here. 171,000 is what Realtor estimates this property's ARV to be right now. I like to look at the trend of data, right? So we really see how since 2019, it's been nice and steady increase, and there's even a chance that this property's value is higher than 170. If you look at these three lines, and if about the average of the three lines, if you keep on going, right off the hill, I'd say it's probably worth closer to 180, maybe 190, maybe more. But I would play with like a 180 number if I were looking at this deal, and I am looking at this deal. What am I talking about? If I were, so right out the gate, you can basically say, hey, if it's worth 180,000, I want to buy with at least a 20% discount. So what's 80%, right? 144. So that means you're going to have to buy and fix it up all in for 144. And if the asking price is 118, right, we know that we can put in $26,000 in renovations and still buy with a 20% discount. So it's looking pretty good. I don't have any pictures of this property, and so that's something that you'll have to figure out in your due diligence period. But there does definitely looks like there's a spread in here to buy at a good discount if this property is not a full gut job, obviously. Okay. So that's our first golden rule of real estate. Are we buying at a discount? The area is definitely a nice area. I'm just gonna go on the map here just so you can get a better sense of where everything is lying around. I'm going a little bit, taking a little bit extra time here, but more and more of you are diving into the Cleveland market. And so this is pretty valuable information for someone who's not 100% in it every single day. All right, so West Boulevard, okay? West Boulevard is parallel to West 100th, and you have West 105th here. So this line here is basically the West 100th line, okay? And you see you're pretty far out west further, which is good. And then you have the Cleveland Airport, International Hopkins Cleveland International Airport here, very, very close, and on the 71 highway right off it. This is definitely a property that I would consider looking into some short-term rentals as well, given its proximity to the airport, its proximity to the 71, which brings us right into the Cleveland core. All right. So definitely something we can look at. And heck, why don't we take a look at that right now? We're going to go to airdna.co because yes, you could definitely do long-term rentals on a 5 bedroom, and the numbers will, you'll satisfy the 1% rule on this, and you'll probably get some mild cash flow. But when you're starting to buy at the 120 range and then maybe putting in another 20, 25, you're in for 150 at that point. It is harder to get some really huge, big cash flow numbers. But this is probably properties that are going to continue appreciating in time nicely in a stable fashion. So some of you are more appreciation, more equity buyers, others are more cash flow buyers, and that's perfectly fine. Let's take a quick look. What do we have here? 5 bedroom. So this is healthy, okay? You have a single family home that is looking like on average it would be generating about 44,000 a year at a 50% occupancy and a 233 ADR. But this, is pretty strong. And so just like what we do with long-term rentals here, I definitely want to see this number above 25,000 if it's an apartment and above 30,000 if it's a single family home. Because, the cleanings and all that, they eat up a good chunk of your gross income in the short-term rental model. because 6 to 10,000 a year can go to cleanings. And so 44,500, we're above that 30,000. So we can use that 50% rule to say that this property as a short-term rental after expenses can generate about $22,000 a year. And if you're all in for that 150 I mentioned, right, we're at a 15% cap rate, right? So yeah, this looks weird to you, but let me just do it again with real numbers. 44,000 with the 50% rule, 22,000 a year. And if you're all in for 150, you're at a 14.8% cap rate. And so now you might have found a very interesting opportunity for cash flow in a higher income, higher price point category, right? Because if you just looked at this property, and let's say it's 5 bedrooms, so it might be interesting to look at what a Section 8 could do on this property. So let's take a quick look. On a 5 bedroom, we might be able to go up to 2,000. Let's just make sure we got the right zip code because we do get bonuses depending on what zip codes we're in sometimes. So we're at 44135. Let's see if this is a special area. It's not. So we're just in the general one. So 2,100, it's a big single family home. So I would remove at least $500 a month, 400, 450 a month for the utility components of this. So we got our 2,100. I'm gonna remove 400. I think that's a good number. So we would generate about 1,700 a month. So that's about 20,000 gross a year, okay? And then from here, we'd have to use our 50% rule. We'd be generating about 10,000 net. And that, if we're all in for, we'll probably be in less than 150 because it's a long term, not a short term. So let's say it's pretty much turnkey. We buy it for 118, we negotiate a little bit, we put in about 10, 15 into it. We're about at an 8 cap. And an 8 cap is a pretty solid return. It's pretty average, solid return for those higher price point areas in Cleveland. So we're right on the mark if we were to do a long-term rental for this property. But because of location, because of proximity to the airport and points of interest, we might be able to double that, right? Thanks to short-term rentals. So are we buying cash flow? Depends on what model we're using. Are we buying at a discount? Looks like it, but we still need to do a little bit of due diligence. So as we do a walkthrough with a general contractor, as we get an inspection on this property to really size up how much renovations are involved, there may, it looks like, because from the information I got, it didn't sound like it was a huge renovation. But again, trust, verify, and then adapt. So it does look like we do have some discount at purchase. How much to be determined? So that's the first golden rule of real estate. Second is cash flow. I think there definitely is a strategy here on a 5 bedroom to make a really nice short-term rental property with some nice cash flow. And so that's our second golden rule of real estate. And so deal or no deal, right? Our two golden rules, looks like there's a good chance that these golden rules are being satisfied. And we didn't even negotiate the price, right? Asking 118, right? What stops you from putting an offer of $102,374.12? Right? Nothing stops you, right? And these are the type of opportunities that are just flying off the shelves in Cleveland. There is no lack of deals with these type of numbers and these type of opportunities. So I just saw a thumbs up come up. I don't know who gave the thumbs up there. Was it Aurélie or Dwight or Francois, Isabel? Wonderful. I see you all here. Pierre Marc as well. Fantastic. Or Hamid, George. I love it. I love it. I got some new people I haven't met yet. And so I'm looking forward to meeting you, whether that be over Zoom or whether that be at our next Epic Bus Tour, which is in August. Love to have you and show you around Cleveland, all these different areas and these different strategies. And yeah, or at our next meet and greet, June in the Toronto area, July in the Montreal area. We would love to have you there. And I had another announcement I needed to make and I'm forgetting it. Give me a more. Give me a. Oh yes. Okay. Oh God, this is the one thing I didn't want to forget. I almost forgot. Next Thursday, all right, we're gonna have a different type of deal reveal. I will not be featuring a property. It'll be more of an intro to U.S. real estate. So if you've got partners, if you've got people in your surrounding that don't believe you, or you feel that an introduction, a more formal introduction to U.S. real estate is what they need, we're gonna do a 1 hour intro to U.S. real estate. We're going to tell you a little bit about our story, our tender beginnings, the type of opportunities we started with that we we evolved into, and what we're doing now. We're going to give you the story. We're going to give you the opportunity, and at the end, there will be an opportunity to jump into the all you can learn pass as well, so that anybody on the call can learn at their own speed, get all of the knowledge pieces that they need to then implement so they can go and do this business all by themselves, just like Janie and I have done over the last decade. So that's going to be next Thursday. And I'm going to plant another seed for July 4th. On July 4th, there's going to be on the deal reveal at 7, there's going to be a very special educational training that will be hosted by one of JK's partners, collaborators. Let's say collaborators. It's a company in Canada called Ascendant Financial. And what they help people do is implement infinite banking. So if you've never heard of infinite banking, if you'd like to learn more about it, on July 4th, you just need to log into this call. We are going to bring in Jason Lowe. So if you know Ascendant Financial, you know Jason Lowe. He's a pretty awesome guy, beautiful smile, beautiful soul. And he's been working with us to bring in our infinite banking in Canada, our infinite banking in the US. You might not know what it's all about, but join in because it's a way to take control of the banking and take control of your capital and the banking systems in your life. It's like putting. It's not an investment. All right, infinite banking is not an investment, but it is a process where you can gain higher control and higher returns um, in anything you do in your life. So that's a pretty exciting thing. I want you to know it's coming, and soon they will be part of the JK programming as well, such as in the what the gurus don't tell you. Infinite banking is definitely something the gurus don't tell you, and so we're excited to add them in to our existing lineup of programs as well. So that's it. If anything here is of interest to you, we'd love to have a conversation. We just onboarded another JK graduate, a partner who's got a year in the program. So congratulations to Amanda, who has just accepted the position of being a JK coach. And so that's really, really exciting. There's a huge expansion in the community, and we're so excited to see all of your successes and yeah, and bring the experts to you so that you can do it yourself. So if you're looking for an experience in Cleveland, our bus tour is August 10th and 11th. There are still, I think now we're down to 13 spots. I didn't update the slide. So those spots are going. And after that, there's no more. We got to fill that bus, and then the bus is filled. And I will say that people who do come to Cleveland will also get to experience some of our short-term rentals in Cleveland, our themed short-term rentals, such as the rock and roll, the sports, the game house, all of these Pets by the Sea, which is the most recent one we launched. So there's a ton of experiences within the experience when you come down to Cleveland. So if anything is of interest to you here, including the all you can learn pass, which puts it all together, bundles it all together for you. Well, just go to jkrealestatepartners.com/programs. And our value proposition is that we want you to get results in 6 months from setting up your entity, getting your bank accounts open, getting your capital cross border, getting your first property under contract and closed in 6 months, and just position yourself so that you buy as quickly as you want to after that. And we will continue supporting you with 2 calls a month for as long as it takes for you to get that first deal in the US. So that's our all you can learn pass. We're very, very excited for you to join. And that was our deal reveal for today. Have yourselves a most amazing, amazing evening. We will see you soon. And for those who are part of the All You Can Learn Fast Pass, I'm going to see you in about half an hour during our group mastery call at 8. So have a great evening, everyone. Do now for tomorrow and the lifestyle you deserve is sure to come faster than you think. Have a great one.